Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. In this video, we're going to be doing chapter 18, verse 69, and this is a continuation of the previous verse. The previous verse, Bhagwan Shri Krishna had said that those who go around distributing the knowledge of me are the ones that are most dear to me. And then this verse, he basically says that. So let's call out to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Let's call out with our entire hearts and soul. Bring everything you've got to this prayer. Bring everything. Just close your eyes and really call out to Bhagwan Shri Krishna and say and beg, please, please, please help me. Please come to my heart. Please teach me how to invite you. Please teach me how to clean my heart, purify it so that I can invite you, so that it's fit for you, so that I can invite you to stay and live with me in my heart, because I don't want anything other than you. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Dear Bhagwan Shri Krishna, please, please, please help us understand this verse, and please help us understand you, and please help us understand the Gita, and please help us understand your Katha. Please help us be motivated to listen to your Katha. Please remove all of these desires from our hearts that are causing all kinds of vegas, all kinds of, I'm talking about nectar of instruction now because I've been listening to those lectures. Amazing lectures by Hari Parshad Prabhu. They're called Upadeshamrit on YouTube. There's a set of 64 lectures in a playlist. Amazing. So I'm just in the beginning of it, the first verse, but it's, oh my goodness. So yeah, please help us. To remove, what he said is that if we remove all of our desire, there is two reasons for krodha, for anger, which is stated in the Gita, but he didn't say which verse in the Gita. Ichha and dvesh. Ichha means desire, dvesh means hatred. I mean, hatred is a very strong word, but yeah, disgust or whatever, like not wanting something. So and desire, I think he said, if I understood correctly, is 95% of it. So if we remove all of our desires, then we will not get angry. Then the krodh problem will 95% go away. And then of course the 270 verse says apurimanam achala pratishtham. So the desires will flow into us all the time. They will flow into us like rivers flow into the ocean. But a person who stays steady in the face of those desires and does not act on them, does not try to, does not be kamakami, does not try to fulfill those desires, that person is like the ocean, and that person is steady. Okay. Yeah, we want to, yeah, please, I lost track of where I was saying, we're praying to Bhagwan Shri Krishna, please help us get to this place where we don't have desires anymore, or if we do have desires and still, we can be like the Gita 270, where we can be like the ocean and we can just ignore those desires and we don't care about them. Because 727 says Ichha Dvesha Samuthena. Ichha Dvesha uses that Ichha Dvesha. Dvandva Mohana Bharata. Sarva Bhutani Samoham. Sargayati Parantapa. Every living being, the last two lines, every living being, the moment they are born, they are put into this illusion of Ichha and Dvesha, of desires and repugnation. I don't know, I'm not finding the right word for it. But yeah, we are put into that. The moment we're born, we're put into illusion. Not when we're pregnant, not when we're in the womb, not then, because then we have moments of clarity and we can know God, we can remember God in that moment, and we do. There's a whole thing about that, and I don't want to get into that, but like we do remember and we pray to God. We're going through so much pain right now. God, once you get us out, please. I will pray, I will do bhakti. I understand, I want to do bhakti, but we forget the moment we're born, we forget. That's why Shukdev Goswami stayed in his mom's womb for 12 years, because he was like, I don't want to come out. I'll get bound by Maya the moment I come out. And then finally, I think, who was it, Narad Muni or someone, who came and said, okay, fine, you will not get into Maya, just come out, it's okay. So then he finally came out, and when he came out, he manifested as a 12-year-old boy instead of a but that's Shukdev Goswami. And then he was so, like, his father was Vyasdev, and yet he was so pure himself, more pure than his father even, that when he was walking along the river, he was walking somewhere, he was going somewhere, he renounced his home as soon as he was born, and he was 12 years old at that time he manifested. So he just renounced home, because he's like, I don't need anything, like, I don't want anything material. He just completely left. And then he was walking, and there was a bunch of women taking a bath in the river, and they didn't bother at all. They just let him walk. But then when Vyasdev came looking for his son, then they immediately started covering up, and Vyasdev was like, what are you doing? I mean, I am an old man and you're covering up, but then my son is a young boy, and you didn't cover up when he went. And then they said, he's not seeing men, women, this, that. He's not aware of that. You clearly are. You know that we're women and we should be covering up or whatever. He's not even seeing that. So, yeah, that's so. Every single person gets sucked into, covered by Maya's illusion as soon as they're born. That's 727. So powerful, that verse. And then Ichha Dvesha from there. So please, Bhagwan, let us, back to the prayer, let us get into the place where we do not have Ichha and Dvesh. Or if we have it, we can be like 270, we can be steady like the ocean, and not let these waves of desire affect us in any way. And and please help us come closer to you. Please help us be motivated. Please help us want nothing but you. Please help us be desperate. Please help us have that eagerness and sincerity. There's a Hemangi Mataji always uses these words, eagerness and sincerity. Please help us have that eagerness and sincerity. Okay, let's sing the verse. न च तस्मान् मनुष्येषु कश्चिन्मे प्रियकृतमः भवेता न च मे तस्माद् अन्यः प्रियतरो भुवि. Anya priya, no other is priya, is sweet, like a dear to me. There is no servant in this world more dear to me than he. Then who? Then the person who talks about me. I'll go back to the previous verse also. Nor will there ever be one more dear. So no one more dear to me than he, nor will there ever be. There isn't and there will not be. Dear than who? The one who explains the supreme secret to devotees. Pure devotional service is guaranteed, and at the end he will come back to me. Right? It's so nice. Okay. So, yeah, there's no other dear. And the explanation here by Swami Mukundanand is really amazing. He's saying, of all the gifts we can give. Now, this is a very, very, very serious gift that people are giving, that our gurus are giving, that our acharyas are giving. They are giving the gift of spiritual knowledge. And we cannot, like, when we are sitting here, we should be immensely grateful to all of the acharyas who have given us this immense wealth of spiritual knowledge, because there is nothing greater than this. There is absolutely nothing greater than this. We cannot repay them. Like, no matter what we do, we cannot repay them. All of them, everyone, all of the Diksha Guru that we have, of course, the acharyas that we have, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityanand Prabhu, the Panch Tattva, everyone, the 6 Goswamis, and then whatever, everybody who's giving us this knowledge, it is just an eternal thing. We can just sit. I mean, I am failing with words today for some reason. If we sit down and contemplate the depth, the profundity, the power of the knowledge that they have given us, we will just be like, oh my goodness, what do we do? What can we possibly do for them? So he gives this wonderful example. King Janak asked his guru, this transcendental knowledge you have bestowed upon me is so precious. I'm indebted to you. What can I give you? And his guru Ashtavakra replied, there's nothing you can do, because what I have given you is divine and what you have is material. So you can never, there is nothing material that you can give me that will repay me, that will repay the divine knowledge that I have given you, that the spiritual knowledge that I have given you. It's amazing, right? It's true. What can we possibly give? And then he said, the one thing you can do, one thing, if you find somebody who's thirsty for this knowledge, share it with him. That you can do. You can pay it forward. That's all that you can do, is you can pay it forward. You can't pay me back, but you can pay it forward. And that's it. So Krishna states here in this verse 1869 that not sharing the knowledge of the Gita, or sharing knowledge of him, is the highest loving service one can render to God. And again, also, this one is so powerful. Also, you should not, anybody who's lecturing on Gita should not feel like they're doing something great. They are just an instrument in the hands of God, and all credit goes to God. They're not doing, they don't need to feel like they're doing something great or whatever. There's no pride. Pride is, I don't know how many, I might have given this example many times. I don't remember if I have, but it's one of my favorite examples. You make kheer, wonderful kheer, you slow cook it 3-4 hours, all of the flavors, taste, everything comes out and whatever, and then at the end of it you put one drop of lemon and the entire kheer is gone. That's how it is. We want to not have any pride, and we will. The only thing we can do is just beg Bhagwan Shri Krishna, please, please, please take away this pride, because I want pure bhakti. That's it. I don't want anything less than that. I'm not satisfied with anything less than that, Krishna. Give me this, Krishna. I don't want anything less than that. You can't order Krishna. You'd have to beg Krishna. But yes, it's like, yeah. Okay. I really don't seem to have words today. Okay. I wish you all a very, very beautiful day, filled with lots and lots of spiritual growth. Radhe Radhe.